Jay Slater's disappearance has taken the world by storm, and from what I mean by that is that every day there are new details, and we're going to be taking a look at the latest details today to see if they are simply strange. Now, we're going to head over to TikTok first, because there is a Jay Slater conspiracy theory, because on this channel I do like to kind of see both sides of the argument. So we're going to check out the conspiracy theory before diving into the facts. Let's go.
Videos are going down a bomb. I've never had so many inbox messages from people. Let me show you this one. Now, as you can imagine, I get hundreds of messages, more so now, because everybody's concerned and everybody's got a different theory. This is not my theory. I'm just going to show you and read out something that somebody sent me today. Again, it's an anonymous account. I tried to respond back to them, I've had nothing back. See what you make of this. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not making any accusations. Let's see.
Show us a clip.
I made it known about Jay, what happened with Jay on the first and second day, but I had to take it down. I have proof of some of these things if you will accept them and keep it private. Jay stole the watch on Saturday. He didn't know he stole the watch from someone who lives in the area, and this man was related to a police officer and the B&B owner.
Now, it's believed that the watch was a £12,000 Rolex, and obviously this theft took place not too long before Jay went missing. Now, obviously that raises alarm bells and red flags initially, because people think that he might have stolen it from the wrong person and something horrible may have possibly happened off the back of this.
The two men from the UK befriended Jay on behalf of the man he stole the watch from. That night, they told Jay they would buy the watch. Not long after the picture where Jay was having a smoke, was taken, Jay went back inside and overheard them on the phone to the guy he stole the watch from. He instantly left and made phone calls to friends explaining. We do believe he asked about the bus, but we think they only gave the wrong answers, or he was sent in the wrong direction on purpose by the B&B owner. The police instantly became involved and said none of the information we shared with them should be told because they believe Jay was kidnapped and he won't be released if the people who took him hear we say the story about who actually have him. It's only after the fact that everyone found out this guy's watch wasn't stolen, he was related to them, the police, the B&B owner. They are making threats left and right, and they don't want the UK police involved because it will apparently get Jay killed, when in reality it's because they will discover the police have covered it up. Now, I have no idea who or what or where this has come from. These are the kind of messages that I'm getting sent on the daily. This is kind of along the theories that people are talking about, but who knows? What do you think? It's nearly 3 weeks. Poor lad. Poor family.
Now, regardless of the situation at hand, right, like, we need to sympathise with the family and we need to sympathise with Jay himself, because yes, there were a lot of things that were built up to this, you know, with the machete incident that took place a while ago, and then this alleged theft, and then all the rest of it. But regardless of that, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, this boy is missing, and someone needs to find him. If something horrible has happened, which touch wood it hasn't, the family needs closure. But that does kind of, obviously this is nothing that we can really base fact off of, because it's a message from just someone. We don't know who this someone is, it's just someone. But there has been some official updates from Williams Thomas, who of course is the private investigator who has been hired by the family to kind of investigate the entire situation, and this was the latest statement that he made here.
To their rental apartment were key people to speak. As a result, I've now spoken in some detail to one of those men, Ayub Kasim, who was known as Johnny Vegas, and I've also identified the other male that was with him, but I've not yet spoken to him. Ayub was provided.
Now, what's weird is obviously Kasim has been named, and I suppose not ashamed, but he has been named by the media, but the other lad hasn't, which obviously we knew about the two guys initially because they flew back to the UK the day of the disappearance. That's sketchy in and of itself.
Provided me with his account of what he says happened on that morning, Monday the 17th of June. He says he was on the strip, Jay wanted to carry on partying, and he said he had nowhere to stay, so he said he could come back to his. They say in the car they played music and chatted before stopping to get a drink at a cafe at a shop just prior to entering the mountains. He says he was driving, his friend was in the passenger seat, and Jay was in the back. They say on arrival at the rental, his friend opened the door, went into the left and went straight to sleep. Jay walked in behind, followed by him, and when gone inside they went upstairs, and Ayub then said to Jay, "The sofa's yours, here's a towel, here's a blanket, have a shower if you want." Jay asked for a cigarette, and Ayub said, "I've got some Camel cigarettes," and put one on the side. Jay then asked for a phone charger. He said, "Go into my friend's room, he's asleep, take his charger and you can put your phone on charge." There was no charging point by the sofa. Ayub says he then goes to sleep and he's woken by a buzzer. Ayub says he comes down the stairs. Jay says to him, "What's that annoying noise?" which was the doorbell. Ayub says he opens the door and speaks to a woman and a man, and they gestured that he needed to move his car. Ayub says he gets into his car and he's starting to move it, and he looks in the rearview mirror and he sees Jay talking to a woman. He's got his trainers on, so he's about to leave. Jay then says to Ayub, having moved the car, the woman says, "I can get a bus every 10 minutes. And Ayub says, he says to him, "Mate, just chill out, I'll drop you off in town when I wake up properly." He went, No, I'm hungry, I need to get a scram, and the woman told me I can get a bus every 10 minutes to Los Cristianos. Ayub says he replies, "There's no bus coming, this is my green door, if you need me." He says he shut the door. Jay walks away and he goes back to sleep. He then says he gets a call from a friend of Jay's who says that he's in a ditch somewhere and he's been cut by a cactus.
Now, this is new information. We obviously didn't know about the whole cactus situation or getting a phone call about, having an accident. The last that we were told that Jay had any form of interaction was to say that he was thirsty and his phone was running out of charge and it was on 1%. So the cactus information is very, very new, and it provides what could be context to the situation that unfolds after if you speculate, but of course it's dangerous to do that, so let's not.
The evidence still strongly supports that Jay left the Airbnb suddenly, walked for 30 minutes before wandering off-road, where at 08:49 and 08:50 on the Monday he dropped a location pin. However, as part of this investigation, we have sought to identify and speak with as many people that Jay had contact with whilst in Tenerife. The result of this digging has opened up an established criminal network with links to drugs, violent crime and theft.
Wow.
You will appreciate that at this stage I cannot expand any further on what we now know. However, at this stage I'm unable to say if this network has anything to do with Jay's disappearance.
Now, obviously, the speculation, again, it is merely speculation because the internet has started to fill the gaps left by what few details we do have. But the speculation is that, obviously, he got in with the wrong crowd in this criminal underworld, which, of course, the police are bought into as well, which is why they were so half-assed with their investigation to find him, was the reason that he has gone missing and subsequently could have potentially passed away or is being held ransom somewhere. But, of course, that is only speculation, not fact.
But remain open-minded as we continue to investigate. I've had no involvement with the physical search. Mine has been the investigation. But to help, I've asked my team to pull together an interactive map which will show the areas that have been searched both by the Guardian Civil, local search and rescue teams, and a local search team who were joined by TikToker Callum.
Right, Callum is a talking point that we're going to go on to in a minute because this guy...
That team have been very crucial in terms of covering areas on foot. I also want to reach out to anybody else that's searched the area. Please provide me with your records of search areas and then I can put that into a map and we can have as good a definitive map as possible. My thoughts at this time remain with Jay's family and friends.
Right, so obviously if you have any information, anyone watching this video, these are the points of contact for you guys. But, of course, TikTok has done what TikTok has done best. And this lad, Callum, who is the TikToker who's gone out to help support the investigation over in over in Tenerife. It's a bit weird. It's a bit weird because, of course, he's gone out with the apparent idea that he will support the investigation, but he has yet to turn over any information regarding this. So I'm just trying to find his TikTok page because I did have it, but this is the page that I have heard about, alright? So it's called Down the Rapids. Now, Down the Rapids has been making a series of searching for Jay Slater, right? But the issue is that he is refusing to hand over any information that he has received regarding this incident and any information that he's got or any search areas that he's done. So he's literally been creating these videos, like you can see here. Stopped by police, stressful day, posters and all the rest of it. Posters in public, Scottish Mountain Rescue, update, missing people charity. He's been doing all this stuff, looking like a good Samaritan. But when the push comes to shove, he won't hand over any of the information regarding his search. So if you watch one of his latest videos, which came out on this
So
one...
I'll be real, guys. We're coming up to the part of the road which I absolutely hate. It gives me, like, the worst anxiety. It's where all the press are.
So this guy talks about how he's having a tough time and all the rest of it. And he's obviously, you know, making YouTube content and all the rest of it. But in the comment section, bro just waffles for over a minute. Have you responded to Mark yet? Obviously, Mark is the person that we just watched, who is the private investigator. So, Mark has reached out to this guy, apparently, for the information that he's got and the search areas that he's gone to. But he's refusing to respond, and he's refusing to hand over any actual response or any kind of information. It's so baffling to me, because the red flag for me and a lot of other people who are watching this guy is that he's not here to support the search. He's actually here to try and gain some notoriety for his YouTube channel, for his TikTok page, because obviously this is a very trending topic, and this guy's gone out there claiming that he's helping and all the rest of it, but he's not actually doing anything to help from what we've seen. We haven't seen any official updates. We haven't seen any concrete evidence. It's just, you know, the comments speak for themselves. You don't even need to watch all of this guy's videos. It's just him walking around the same place saying, I haven't found anything and I'm out for a morning walk or whatever. I'm searching tirelessly, but I still managed to get back for breakfast, lunch and dinner and have a good night's sleep. It's a bit odd, to say the very least. But what do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. While you're down there, be sure to jump to get the hell out of that like button if you have enjoyed today's video. Subscribe if you're new, click my little bell to get notified whenever we upload to the channel. And until next time, I hope you guys have enjoyed. I'll speak to you later. Peace.